What's going on, guys? It is the Coaster Battleman here, bringing you another Six Flags 2017 predictions. A lot of people have been making their predictions, so this is my final predictions for Six Flags. I made 2 of them earlier this year, but I've heard lots of bad things about them, so I think this is how Six Flags is going to do their 2017 attractions. And some of these attractions have already been confirmed, probably, but let's move on. For Six Flags Great Adventure in Over Georgia, they're going to get Justice League Battle for Metropolis Dark Rides. This is definitely happening in 2017 because of the permit that Great Adventure in Over Georgia have for the thing, and Great Adventure basically removed their bumper cars ride, so basically they're probably going to get this soon. Okay, we already know that these parks are going to get Justice League Dark Rides. Let's move on to Six Flags Over Texas and New England. They're going to get a new coaster in 2017. And they're going to get an SNS 40 Free Fly coaster. They might call it Total Mayhem, maybe, that's the name that Six Flags trademarked for Great Adventure's 40 Free Fly, but they called it the Joker instead. They were doing a little trick or something, I don't know. But they're going to, over Texas and New England, they're going to get an SNS 40 Free Fly. These are decent attractions, and at least they're getting a new coaster. Six Flags St. Louis, I think they're going to get a brand new coaster in 2017. Because I know they might RMC or GCI the boss, is what I hope they're going to do. I know Canada Coaster Fan, if you ever watch his videos, he said maybe the boss could be GCI Retract. I think that would work because there's some small airtime moments towards the end of the ride that can be turned into some insane ejector airtime moments. The helix could be super fun, the drop could be a lot more intense, the turns could be a bit steeper, the trims could be out of the way. I think this would be amazing for the boss to do. But if it was RMC'd, it would be nice, but there could be another possibility of an SNS 40 Free Fly coaster. Sorry, this is Great America. But, wrong park. I'm just going to expand the side panel here and go to Six Flags St. Louis. And here are the spots where they can put the SNS 40 Free Fly coaster. The boomerang at Six Flags St. Louis, when I was there, it was broke down due to an accident or something, so I could see it being relocated to another Six Flags park, like Six Flags America, but I could see it stay. It could be fixed up for 2017, and I think maybe even their water ride Tidal Wave could be removed. Yeah, I know, another one of these water rides gets removed. I think this could happen because it looks like there is enough space for an SNS 40 Free Fly coaster. The SNS 40 Free Flies are smaller attractions, so I think it would fit in that area where Tidal Wave currently sits. But let's move on to the next park. Six Flags La Ronde and Mexico, they're going to get a Larson Super Loop in 2017. Hooray! A lot of people wanted Le Monster to be RMC'd, but me too. I wanted Le Monster to be RMC'd, but a Super Loop isn't a bad ride. I think they're pretty fun rides. They give you great hang time, but oh well. But for Six Flags Great America, I think there are 2 possible options that they could do. They could get an SNS 40 Free Fly coaster or a Larson Super Loop. I heard some rumors about Yankee Clipper being removed for an SNS 40 Free Fly coaster named the Joker. And it's right next to Batman the Ride, so I could see this happening because Yankee Clipper's been closed down all year at Six Flags Great America. It breaks down a lot, so I could see this happening. Yankee Clipper could be removed and replaced with an SNS 40 Free Fly. It would be nice after 3 years after getting Goliath. I think a new coaster would be a nice fit for Great America. But if they got a Larson Superloop, they could use the current Raging Cajun location, or the old Raging Cajun location, and they could use the Q line, it's still there, and they could have a Larson Superloop in this area. It seems like a nice option. Either one is fine for me. It would be nice if Six Flags Great America could get a new coaster, but it would be nice if they can get a new flat ride. But I'd rather they get a new roller coaster and save the Superloop for next year in 2018. But for Six Flags America, I think they'll get a kid area, a Looney Tunes expansion for Bugs Bunny Boomtown. This isn't really something that's the best, but at least the kids are getting some new attractions. But oh well, the Thrill Junkies will have to wait for the Roar to the RMC. But for Six Flags Magic Mountain, I think they're going to go all out and add a flat ride package. There's some space for them by Riddler's Revenge that they're probably going to use for some new rides. I think they'll be getting a Mondial Top Scan. It's a pretty cool flat ride. Maybe one of their Zamperla Frisbee rides and a Larson Superloop. I think those 3 flat rides would be a nice flat ride package. 3 new thrilling flat rides. I think Magic Mountain will now have a great collection of thrilling flat rides, but they could renovate Superman. So I think Superman could be renovated and become Batman v Superman, but I don't think that will happen because of the licensing and all that. But I think a massive flat ride package could come to Magic Mountain. And for Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, I think a 150-foot tall drop tower could come to their park. I really like drop towers, and they're overall fun attractions, and I really like Cedar Point's drop tower, and maybe they could do something like what Hershey Park is doing for 2017. It could be one of those triple tower style things. There could be a 150-foot tall drop tower, a 100-foot tall drop tower, and a 125 feet tall drop tower. Or they can do like just 2 towers, where both are 150 feet tall, and one of them launches you fast to the top, and then one of them thrusts you down faster than gravity. I don't know, but I think maybe a drop tower attraction would be a nice fit at Discovery Kingdom. And for Six Flags Fiesta Texas, this is going to be the big new roller coaster of 2017. Instead of getting these over-the-top RMCs, I think a B&M dive coaster or a GCI wooden coaster will come to Six Flags Fiesta Texas. A GCI would be probably the perfect fit for Six Flags over Fiesta Texas because they don't have a wooden coaster because the Rattler, which was their wooden coaster, was turned into the Iron Rattler a few years ago, back in 2013. But for this year in 2017, it would have been only 2 years since their newest coaster, Batman the Ride. But I think a GCI would be the number one option because it would be the perfect fit. They're cheap but very fun attractions. But a B&M dive coaster would be another good fit. And I think because of the dive coaster being in Texas, there's no other dive coasters in the region of Texas or in the southwest region of the United States. So I think a dive coaster would be an amazing fit. It could be the world's first dive coaster in Texas or Texas's first dive coaster. I think that would be a pretty cool fit, but for the state of Texas, but I think the GCI would be the better fit for Six Flags Fiesta Texas. And last but least, the Great Escape. Sadly, I don't think they're going to get anything really big this year. They'll probably get a small splash pad that's not that good. It's only good for the kids. Or some kid rides. I don't know. But the Great Escape isn't getting anything new because they have gotten some big things last year for 2016. They got a Super Loop and virtual reality, so I think they're probably going to get something smaller, maybe some kid rides or a splash pad. I've heard rumors of an SNS 40 Free Fly, But that's definitely not coming to The Great Escape for another few years. But thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos.